Allow us to ask about the way your organization work to engage and empower young Muslims.
As you can see, Brother Ahmed, the youth are the bones of any community. If you want to see the success of any community, look at their youth and what they're doing. I would say that the youth in the Muslim community, mashallah, they're in young ages, they're doing well in terms of education and social involvement. Our youth, they do have also their ways to play, even in soccer, in games, you can see them everywhere contributing to the mosaic of this wonderful country. The youth, our youth, are volunteering in different areas in the city of Edmonton and also across Canada. Our youth, you can see them now, they are getting back to the roots of their religion, and they're asking more questions about how they can become a better Muslim. Our youth, now you can see them in the masjid doing a lot of activities and helping those who are less fortunate, helping them in different areas. I was so happy to see our young men and our young women in the food bank distributing food to the needy. Yes, if Brother Najib or Sister Salma can elaborate on that as well.
I'm just blown away by the amount of involvement the school has with the outside people, how they've been changing. Like before, children just, all they wanted to do is just play and stuff like this. But I've seen, like, I usually take my seniors out once a month, and I'll just give you like a little insight into our students from the school. We took them to the IMAX, to the Science Center at the IMAX theater, and it was the day that the school has actually booked for its students to be involved in all the activities that the center has. And they just saw the seniors get off the bus, and it was a time where they were just sort of going from one activity to another, and they saw us coming. All I saw was these kids came, grabbed a senior and brought them into the building because it was so cold. And they ushered us in, found people, they sort of made a little row, and they started taking one lady at a time, taking her up the stairs, putting her in her seat, asking us if we wanted anything. And then they sat down. There was a group, one of the classes that actually saw the film with us. It was so quiet. It blew me away. Like it was as if nobody was in the IMAX there. They were so well behaved. They were so accommodating to other people. It just made me so proud that our school was in this public area and so attentive of everything that's around them and so obedient.
MashaAllah. So you succeeded to bring our ethics from back home to these youth here.
Absolutely. There was so much respect, and the ladies, I do have people that have got wheelchairs, I do have people on walkers with canes, and there's stairs in that IMAX. And these students, two of them would come with one. And the ones that had all these devices, they put them in the bottom row there. So it was easy for them to get in and out. And they assisted them. They took their walker, they put it away beside them, and just actually made sure that they sat before they left them. It was really amazing. I haven't even seen that in other, ethnic groups or anything like that.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe because we were the Muslims that they came.
Yes. And that's what our Prophet ﷺ taught us. He said, لَيْسَ مِنَّا مَنْ لَمْ يُوَقِّرْ كَبِيرَنَا وَيَحْتَرِمْ صَغِيرَنَا. So it's very important to teach our youth to respect the elderly. Like, Jazakumullah khair. And since we're talking about volunteering and how important it is, How can individuals support and work alongside Islamic organizations in promoting positive change by volunteering or helping in any way?
Volunteering is so rewarding, not only for the recipients, but also for the people that are volunteering. It gives us a sense of, I don't know, for me, it is a privilege. I find it a privilege. And I find like anything that I can do to make somebody else's life a little easier, whether it is being with the seniors or even if somebody in the mosque is busy and I say, hey, I can do this for you, and run off and do it, which, it helps somebody else.
Of course.
Like I said, it is something, and people appreciate. It is a privilege. It's a privilege that Allah gives us.
Alhamdulillah, Jazakumullah khair. What are some of the major projects or initiatives that your organization is currently working on?
Well, in order to talk about the present and the future, I have to go back to 2002. It was in 2002 that the Al-Rashid Mosque purchased 12 acres of land in North Edmonton. And it was on this land that the Edmonton Islamic Academy was constructed. It opened in 2006. It was expanded in 2016, and today hosts 1,500 students from kindergarten to grade 12. SubhanAllah, that was an achievement that this community was responsible for. There was absolutely no government funding. We as a community raised the money and went ahead to construct this amazing facility for our Muslim youth. Included in that project was a banquet facility. The banquet facility regularly hosts community events, especially weddings. The facility can accommodate 1,000 people, and with all thanks to Allah, has an amazing executive chef and provides 5-star services. The current projects that we have right now include, we are in the planning and design stage for a 2,000 student Islamic school for grades 1 to grade 6. This new school will be constructed on 10 acres of land that was purchased back in 2013. Currently, there is a major renovation of one of our properties to construct an early childhood learning center that will accommodate a daycare, a kindergarten, and grade 1. And presently, we are undergoing a major renovation to the Al-Rashid Mosque itself. That includes major upgrades to the mechanical and the electrical and plumbing systems, the gymnasium, the basement meeting hall, and includes an expansion of the mosque itself. Future projects will include affordable housing units to be built on 3 acres of land that was purchased also in 2013. We, inshallah, expect to complete this new elementary school by 2025. And also we are looking at building a grand mosque and a recreation center on 34 acres of land that was recently purchased in 2021. So we have been active in these projects going back to 2002. Prior to that, of course, the original mosque was built in 1938, and then in 1982 the current Al-Rashid Mosque was built. But it really then, as I said, in 2002 with the purchase of the land, there has just been project after project. And with all thanks to Allah, it has all been supported by the generous community that we have here in Edmonton and in Alberta. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, mashallah. I wish you all the best and a bright future, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today to learn about the inspiring work in the Islamic organizations. Together we can build a brighter future for all Muslims. Jazakumullah khair for being here with us today. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much for having us.